Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First of all, I'd like to give all praises, honor, as well as worship and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'chakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the Haverwell and Duwell, overseeing the tabernacle of David. Of course, the elders, apostles, great millstone. Greetings and salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word in the utmost truth and sincerity. 144K, that not delayed. All right, it's Godspeed from the Atlanta Church. All right, just stemming off of what the camp is speaking on. All right, dealing with having faith in this society is null and void. All right, specifically you Northern Kingdom Israelites, which are you Native Indians and Hispanics. All right, and all who are scattered abroad, man, but you carrying that same vibration. All right, start off with Isaiah.
All right, this is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children. Woe meaning destruction. And why are you rebellious? Because you refuse to take heed to the laws, statutes, and commandments of our Father Yahweh and His Son Yahushua, man. Okay. All right, we got put in this circumstance. You Native Indians, you Hispanics, and you Negroes likewise. We got put into this degenerate predicament because we did not take heed to our ancestors were disobedient and they broke the commandments, man. And we didn't have faith in Yahushua. All right, so we got put in slavery. We got put. Genocide was executed against us, man. All right, so that's why he said, "Woe to the rebellious children." All right, destruction. Go ahead.
Saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Said the Most High.
That take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Right, that take counsel, but not of me. All right, meaning you take counsel amongst yourself and you philosophize, you come up with ideas, and you think you can come to America and live your best life and be prosperous and whatnot. But that's not the Most High's counsel, because the Lord's counsel is to repent and be converted, man. All right, become a new creature. All right, and not join hand in hand with the wicked. Of course, you maintain and you seek your daily bread, but at the end of the day, we're seeking salvation, man. This is the end, man. We're at the last second of the last hour. All right, we're seeking to be delivered from America and make it to the promised land.
That's right.
The land of Israel. All right.
And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Right, and that's dealing with these philosophies that you holding on to. You covering just like Adam and Eve, man. All right, they weren't covered with the doctrine of Yahweh. All right, because they took heed to fables, and likewise Israelites today taking heed to these other nations' philosophies, doctrines, and not taking heed to Yahushua, man.
That they may add sin to sin, that walk down to go into Egypt.
Right, that's the point. Is that walk down and go into Egypt. Right, Egypt now is America. All right, and all of the American counterparts, because you have Israelites scattered abroad, and and these other nations carrying that same. They've drunk of the wine. That's right. All right, and these Israelites who are scattered, they're also drinking of that wine in those other nations. You Israelites in South America, all right, in Mexico, in Europe. All right, you take heed to fables, and you're drunk off the wine of the philosophy of America, man. Yeah. All right, and you're not covering yourself with the clean, pure, white garments of Yahushua and the wholesome doctrine of this Bible, man. All right.
They have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right.
And right there, you're speaking about and not asked at the Heavenly Father's mouth. That goes into us, man. Into us being the mouthpiece and being the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the hopeful elect. All right. The hopeful servants and prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Lord willing. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua keeps that spirit on us. Here it is, like the brother said, you got men throughout the four corners who are doing this work in truth, sincerity, and in sound doctrine. Okay, and you got the vast majority of people not even taking heed, and through our people waving a hand at the warning that's given by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, by his prophets, the same way that he's doing it now, the same way he did it in old, by our people not taking heed. Ultimately, you gotta reap what you sow, so to speak. So because you're sowing seeds in carnality, you're sowing seeds to grow and prosper in America, not with the mindset of being more able to serve the Lord by taking care of certain business in the world, being in the world but not of the world, taking care of certain dealings in the world so you become a better servant. You ain't thinking of it that way. You're thinking of it because you actually want to live and prosper in a society in which you hope and pray will last forever. You see? But, you know, we just do what the scriptures command us, whether they hear for a bear, man. We go out and we allow our vessel to be used to push this gospel, you know? Knowing that the majority and masses of our people aren't going to take heed. Or when they take heed, just like when the Spirit moved on Noah to build the ark. When the heavens and the springs opened up, yeah, they was trying to take heed. But at that point, what? It was too late for them to turn back from their wickedness and get on the ark, so to speak. So we're speaking about that in the day of thy power, your people will be willing. And the day that Yahweh Shai turns up the volume on the judgment, then you will have people trying to come and be a part of this thing, man. Okay? Yeah. But because of your lack of faith to put forth good works, you know, when the call was going out, that the mouth of the Lord, you're gonna be found unworthy to get on the spiritual ark, so to speak. You see? There's a little bit more. Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. See? So once again, as Yahweh Shai amps up the judgment, you see, you're gonna be trying to run to what has always been your God, so to speak. Esau Edom has been your God. Our people look up at the so-called white man as God, man. Our people idealize the so-called white man, okay, in his line of thinking. You see? But whole time in between time, now Yahweh Shai has risen put the spirit on men to condemn not only Esau Edom as a nation as a whole, but to condemn the way in which he moves and operates. Because the things that feed his society is all fed through wickedness, man. You see? So to be in alignment with Esau's society is to be contrary to righteousness and Yahweh Shai. So because our people, a great amount of our people are trusting in Esau Edom, his society, his supplication, so to speak, spiritual in the spiritual sense and in the carnal sense. Once Yahweh Shai turns up the heat, man, that's gonna be your shame. And it's gonna be a source of confusion. People like, man, what in the hell happened? Jake took a long face. What happened? Hey, you're getting judged now, buddy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Got a quick one. It's the book of Sirach, otherwise known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 14. Matter of fact, verse 12. It says, "Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands." All right, and when you go into that word "faint," I know in the Greek, all right, that word "faint" is going into being spiritless, man. All right, void and spiritless. All right, you're just a mere skeleton, man. All right, it says in the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted.
You read that back, Brother Bishop?
Come. It says, woe be to fearful hearts.
And you, in faint, you said faint hands.
Faint hands in the sinner that goes two ways.
And it said, the brother had said that the faint hands going into having being spiritless. And it says a sinner that go up two ways. Because Jacob say one thing and then move in a totally contrary matter, man. They say they believe in the Lord, but none of his actions line up. None of his faith line up. Here it is, Jacob be put in a particular situation that the Lord is trying to build up his faith. You ask for faith. You ask for wisdom and an understanding. And the Lord put you in a position to actually to invoke this. And Jacob run away from it, man. You ask for it, yet when it comes to you, you running from it, man. That's a sin that goes two ways, man.
That's why they said faint hands, because with your hands you manifest and you mason and you build and you complete work. You do the work with your hands, but their hands are faint, their hands are slack, their hands are spiritless, man. All right.
See, and then also because you know, the masses of our people, you know, they don't want to come to grips with who has the truth. All right.
Pride.
You know, yeah, that pride. Pride was not made for men. You see, they want to either come to their own realization, come to their own doctrine. They want to rely on, Egyptology. They want to rely on Islam. They want to rely on Buddhism. They want to rely on just doing whatever the hell you want to do. They don't want to look at us as being the authorities of this world through the Spirit.
Because
we don't say that out of pride. We say that because we know what we have, man. We have access to the most valuable thing on this earth, man. You see, but because even with that, with that example that your brothers brought out, if our people were humble enough, okay, and contrite enough to understand who has the truth, they would come to us, and then they will understand why when you pray or you ask the Heavenly Father for certain things, He deals with you a certain way. Because he's an austere man. He's a man that's about discipline, man. He's very orderly, likes things done in a certain way. If you wanna grow and increase something, he's gonna put you through a certain trial, you know. Especially if you ain't like reading and digging yourself. If you just asking for it and you say, I want it, he gonna put you in a hard situation because you ain't diligent. You're not being a diligent student. Well, it ain't the worst thing in the world. That's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, because it's beautiful that you said that, because to really know the Most High is to experience Him, man. That's what it is to know the Most High. He gonna take you through some things, man. And you gotta stick around to know the conclusion of the whole matter. Salah, you got it out.
I know the brothers in Sirach 2, you ain't got to get it, but even going to Sirach 2 and 10, you see? Having a real understanding, you understand the Most High deal with you a certain way. Especially if you a man. Especially if you a man in this society in which you ain't raised to be a man, you raised to be bitch made. You raised to not be focused on your own mission as a man. You raised to cater to a woman, so to speak. Well, there's nothing wrong with having a woman and doing right by your woman. But the whole duty of man is to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and do His will, man. See, you have to have that understanding, that mindset first. And that's a mindset that's not just given. That's a mindset that's built, man. You might have the certain building blocks to get to that point, but the Spirit got to bring it all together for it to actually align and make sense in your mind, man.
Okay.
A little bit more on Sirach. Also backing up what you were going into. It's verse 13 and 14. It says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not." Effeminate. Feminine characteristics, lacking faith, man. All right. It says, "Therefore shall he not be defended." Verse 14. Woe, and that's what's taking place with you Hispanics, you Northern Kingdom Israelites. You're not being defended right now. Right now, your children are starving. They're being abused and manipulated in the street because they don't have their parents to protect them. Either they're in the concentration camps or their parents in the concentration camps. You're not being defended because you didn't have faith and you were playing in your time of leisure, in your time of liberty. You said that not the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. This is the counsel, man.
Could you read that back, Baba Kusha, one more time?
Verse 13, it says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended."
And as the brother was alluding to, going into the Northern Kingdom, it's just like in that day, man. If this brother here, if these brothers here have women, have children up under them, and the brothers say, "Yo, hold, man, don't move. I know I know it's a lot of hellfire coming right now. Hold, stay fast, man." Yo, if you don't have faith in that brother's word that has led you this far, and you strike out of fear and not believing on this brother's word, what? You should not be defended. He's not finna put himself and put the lives of the rest of the congregation in jeopardy for the sake of one soul, man. It's better for that one soul to die and for the congregation to live, man. And that's what's gonna come in these coming days because of your lack of faith, man. Because you never put in any type of work to build it up. So of course you'll be a coward when you hear gunshots come off if you've never put in any type of practice at the gun range and ain't never went under the barbed wire and been shot at before. You got to get yourself acclimated in this truth, man.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, and it takes time. See, it takes time. It takes patience. As the captain was speaking about, it takes you actually being in and enduring and feeling certain chastisement. It comes with you being humbling down. Shit, it comes with you at certain times suffering wrongfully, man.
Yeah.
But even with that, even when you're suffering wrongfully, you can't allow that spirit of pride to creep in. Like, man, I know I'm right, man. Stop, man. I'm right, man. Shit. All right, you're right. So what?
The righteous
you still gotta live. You still gotta maintain a certain level of order. You still can't move unorderly, because you can start off being right and then move unorderly. Now guess what? You wrong.
Hey, Rockface, man, he was actually right about a certain situation, and what happened? He was right about the situation, and he's still like he got cut off from the body as well, man.
See, because with that, it's levels, man.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I say this humbly, just a level of understanding, but I understand I want to get to a higher level of understanding. There's levels to the truth, man. All right. That's why even with men being in the truth, doing the work for 3, 4, 5 years. Shoot, if you're a younger brother, you gotta just humble down to that, man.
Yeah.
Like the brother was speaking about, just making the analogy to warfare. Shit, this guy may not be the best fighter, so to speak. He might not be the best shot. He might not be the fastest. He might not be the biggest. He might not be the strongest. But listen, bro, understand this. This man survived this time in warfare, not even being the best.
God.
You can learn from that example just off of that. He has a certain level of know-how and wisdom from experience to not be the best shot, not be the fastest, not to know the most, but shit, he know how to fucking survive. You see? And that's one thing that we aiming for. We aiming to survive this walk, and just the scripture speak about even the righteous shall scarcely be saved. We just hoping to just be crawling and moving at the point of just finish line.
Yeah, God,
See?
God.
Like, it's not about pride. It's not about none of that, man. It's about just submitting to Yahweh Shai and doing the best that we can to do His will, man. That's something real quick.
But the brother said it takes time. All right, that's why the scripture says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. All right, as soon as you hear this truth, it is time to cultivate.
That's right.
It's time to pick up that plow, and as soon as you pick up that plow, you can't turn back. You turn back from picking up from the plow, then you're not fit for the kingdom of heaven, man. All right.
You got more on that?
It's a tad bit.
Go ahead,
It says, verse 14, woe unto you that have lost patience. Also going into that patience. It takes time, man. All right. It says, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? All right, you people have a visitation from the Heavenly Father, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, from the King of Terror, man. All right, this is not an ordeal that you want to partake in, man. All right, that's why it's best to, in that word patient, it's also dealing with suffering. All right, that's the passion. If you have passion for this thing, you're going to be willing to suffer for it.
God. Man, what does it say in Jeremiah? That I knew I formed thee in the womb, and before I put thee in the belly, I knew thee. So you built for this. And so if you turn away from this work after putting your hand to the plow, you basically telling the Lord He was wrong for even calling you to this work, man. When He's letting you know if you lose not your patience, you built for this, man. You suffer, and I'm showing you, you strong enough, man. And what? Thereby your faith grows, and another man, through your torments that you're going through, he sees it, and he's encouraged as a man, seeing how you deal with it, and he continues to push, man. That's what this is about.
That's leading by example.
Yeah, come.
And that's part of the doctrine, man. Even the apostles spoke about that years ago, man. Elder Apostle R spoken about in this truth, man. You gotta get to a point. You have to learn how to love the suffering, man.
Okay.
You actually have to love suffering, man, because what? Yahweh Shai suffered for us.
Okay.
Ultimately gave His life, man, with living a life without spot and blemish. You see, I got this real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 10 and 19. They that fear the Lord are a sure seed. See, when you fear the Lord, you sure, you sound, you integral. You together, man. And they that love Him. And they that love Him an honorable plant, they that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed, they that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. See? And that's what we battling, man. In Ephesians 6, that's the warfare that we battling, the spiritual struggle, man. You see? Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and His Holy Spirit has touched us to understand a sure doctrine, a sure word of prophecy. You see, but you got the fight, even within us and within our people, of Esau Edom trying to get you shaky, man. And that's what's happened to a lot of our people, and that's why we have to be, we have to hope and pray for the spirit of continued diligence to stay honest, man.
Yeah.
You see, and that comes through the fear of the Lord, because ultimately we will be justified in the end.
Okay.
Our justification comes in the end. You see, you can't be justified in the midst of the story until the end of the story.
Okay.
In which we know that the story doesn't end, but there's chapters. You see,
Okay.
so the end of this chapter, you know, we'll be justified in this particular
right.
chapter and everything before that. You see, but our people are continuing to have that spiritual struggle between us and the sure doctrine that Yahweh has given us and the pollution of Esau Edom in this world, man. You see, but at the end of the day, the warning goes out. So you can't blame us. You can't blame Yahweh Shai. You can't blame the Heavenly Father. You can't blame Esau.
Okay.
Okay? Because we done already showed time and time again why Esau isn't worthy to be followed. At the end of the day, your judgment's gonna lie strictly upon your own head, man.
The scripture says, work out your own salvation with fear. What I was talking about, fear, Lord. Fear and trembling, man. All right? You have to, if you don't, I tell you this straight up and down, if you don't fear the Lord, man, it's a wrap. That's the beginning of wisdom. All right? And the beginning of your fall will be pride. And pride is when you lack the fear of the Lord, man. All right? But it really boils down to having faith. All right? Predestination. You know, Lord willing, we give that number.
Okay.
So Lord willing, this was edifying and the exhortation and the edification. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we give all praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Shalom and keep the faith.
Shalom.